Yes, welcome to Bikes with Rai. Thank you for clicking on my video. If you are not aware, Yamaha have recently stopped production to their road-going R6 and now only build a track-available model. Rumours have just started to circulate that suggest Yamaha are looking to bring the R6 back. Only what is creating much debate is that it will likely be powered by the MT-07's engine. Now, typically when these rumours start to circulate, it is usually because someone has either leaked this information to the press, or it can be the manufacturer purposely looking for a social media reaction, in my opinion. As it has been creating a bit of debate, I want to share my opinions as to why Yamaha will want to use the MT-07's engine and actually why they should go ahead with this. I know not everyone will agree, but let me explain. The original R6 started life in 1998 alongside its older brother, the iconic red and white R1. Later R6 facelifts came in 2006 and then in 2017. The bike was finally powered by a 600cc inline 4, which produced 116 brake horsepower and capable of over 160 miles per hour. So it may be a bit of a surprise that the rumours are, of course, that Yamaha now want their super sport machine to be powered by the MT-07's engine. An engine which is a parallel twin producing 72 brake horsepower, which is quite a lot less power than the inline 4 that it replaces. But is that such a bad thing? The MT-07 has been a huge sales success, a top selling model with over 125,000 units sold worldwide. Reasons for its popularity should be obvious. It is extremely good value for money at 6,500 new. It is also cheap enough to insure for the inexperienced or younger rider. The MT-07 offers plenty of thrills on the road. As for the R6, well, that just hasn't been selling. The same goes for the supersport machines from the other manufacturers too. This is due to the fact that times have simply changed. Young riders can't afford to buy an R6 or even are able to insure that sort of machine. Yamaha have also been getting hammered with the emissions requirements that become that bit more limiting as the years go on. And if you didn't know, an engine that revs high typically produces a lot of waste. To get around this, engines usually grow in size to counter the exhaust restrictions. So if all manufacturers wanted to keep selling 600cc inline 4 super sports, it would just mean the super sport machine will become even more expensive to buy, and they're not selling as it is. So why would having an R6 powered by an MT-07 engine be a good idea? Let us consider that in the 90s you had access to 400cc machines that were an entry point into the world of sports bikes. These bikes would not have a hope in passing Euro emissions restrictions today, but back then these machines were affordable, putting out in the region of 65 brake horsepower and capable of doing 130 miles per hour. So you can see what Yamaha are likely trying to achieve here with the MT-07 powered R6. You see, a lot of us love the idea of owning a sports bike, but the reality gets even harder as they become more extreme, powerful and expensive. I can picture an MT powered R6 to be less extreme road bike for the more inexperienced rider at a much more affordable price. Something that ticks the sports bike boxes that you can jump on and have plenty of fun on the road with ample amount of power. Basically a much more affordable, prettier RS660. And I'm sure the likes of Yamaha are keen to see how the RS660 sells. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you think we'll be having a MT powered R6? I hope you enjoyed this short video, and if you did, please let me know with a thumbs up. Hope to see you again on another video. See you later.